everyone from SoCal Filipinos. In partnership with Island Pacific Seafood Market, proudly present our event for today called Cooking Demo Part Dalawa. With the co-authors of the Filipino Instant Pot Cookbook, we make shrimp sinigang. Please welcome founder of SoCal Filipinos, Jason Lustina.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for our cooking demo with the co-authors of the Filipino Instant Pot Cookbook. But before we get started, I want to thank our sponsors, Island Pacific. Let's watch a quick video from our sponsor.
Doing grocery shopping is now faster and safer with the Island Pacific Curbside Pickup. Simply download our app or go to the website www.islandpacificmarket.com. Browse your favorite items, then add to cart. When you're done shopping, go to the checkout and select Pickup. Select your preferred time and date, then provide us your contact information. Once you complete your checkout, our team will prepare your order as soon as possible. We will send you a text message when your order is ready for pickup. Tap the link on the text, then tap I'm on my way. Once you arrive, park at the curbside pickup spot, then tap I'm here on your mobile phone. Then we'll bring out your groceries straight to your vehicle. Curbside pickup with Island Pacific is that easy.
Thank you again, Island Pacific. I want to introduce our host today. She was part of the first cooking demo. Excited to have her for our second one. Please welcome Mary Grant, the Filipina. Hi, Mary. How's it going?
It's going so well. How about you?
I'm doing well. I mean, we just spoke yesterday and this morning.
Right. I was like, long time no see. Who are you again?
Well, I'm excited that you're going to be cooking along because I think you have the actual Instant Pot this time.
I do. And I see it does say Instant Pot and it has like pressure. For those of you that tuned in last time, there was a little mix up. You know, I was really excited. I bought one that was on sale and it was like half of the price of normal ones. And then I couldn't figure out why I wasn't cooking things properly or it wasn't like coming to pressure. And then after the show, I tried, I was like, I'm going to do it again. And I looked and it was an Instant Pot brand rice cooker. So I officially have 3 rice cookers in my house, but thank you to SoCal Filipinos. You guys were on it and did not let me fall flat this time and actually sent me a real Instant Pot. So thank you so much.
Well, I think our audience should know that they're going to have their chance to win an Instant Pot today, along with other gifts from Island Pacific.
Yes, that's right. I think, don't we have a couple of other stuff too?
Yeah, some gift cards too.
Yes, that's right. So thank you guys for tuning in. And, you know, for those of you that stick through with us at the end, like Jason said, Island Pacific is giving away a Instant Pot, a real one, I checked. And then also a couple of gift cards. So you don't want to miss out on that at all.
Well, it's great chatting with you, but the show's yours.
Well, once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in for the second part Dalawa of our cooking demo. This time I'm going to be cooking along with 2 of the co-authors of the Filipino Instant Pot Cookbook that I would like to introduce now. We have Tisha Ganda Domingo. Domingo and
oh boy.
We have a little interruption. That's our 4-year-old son there. Hi, everyone. I just want to thank all the SoCal Filipino members and Island Pacific fans and everyone and people from our Facebook group who might be joining today. Thank you for joining us today. Let me see, my husband's coming back.
Oh, I'm back.
This is Drill Domingo. Are you guys hearing feedback from the overhead camera? No. Okay, I can hear a little bit, but let me know if that's not working. So so we've done a couple of cooking demos since this pandemic started. So it's been kind of fun to be able to connect with people, even though we're kind of all at home and stuff. And
I didn't say hi to Mary. Hey, Mary.
What's up?
Today we're excited. We're going to be doing shrimp sinigang in the Instant Pot, which is a pretty easy recipe, I think. and we'll walk you through it, and we'll walk Mary through it. And if everyone's cooking along, hopefully you guys enjoy this little cooking demo. And if you're new to the Instant Pot, we'll also explain different parts of it as well. So why don't we'll get started. We'll get started with kind of like the basic 101 in case anyone's new to the Instant Pot. The first couple of pieces we have is you've got your inner pot. This is very important. I've heard stories of people actually forgetting to put the inner pot inside and dumping stuff inside directly. So always make sure that's inside. It's a true story. I know people. Yeah. So always make sure that's there. And then you've got your lid, and you've got the rubber ring in here. Also very important, because if the rubber ring is not in there, do you have a rubber ring? Uh-oh.
Oh, is it clear?
Yes.
Oh,
Ours is a little bit used. Yes. So make sure it's popped in all the way, and make sure it's there, because if it's not there, your Instant Pot will not come up to pressure. So always make sure it's like properly installed and pushed in all the way. And then we've got this little float valve. Can you see it there? So when it comes up to pressure, it will pop up. Some of them are a little bit different. Ours kind of comes flush when it's at full pressure. So that's the float valve. And then we also have an accessory that it comes with. I forgot to pull it out. It also comes with a trivet. Oh, that might be the wrong one. This is probably for my smaller one, but it comes with a trivet. So like if we're doing ribs, we stick it in there and we put the ribs on top, so the ribs are not submerged in the water. So that's another useful thing. And then Joel will kind of continue going through a couple other things.
Oh, with the pot. Okay, so let's see. People always ask there's a ton of buttons up front. We only really worry about manual pressure.
Depending on your model, it'll either say manual or pressure cook.
Right. So typically we just use manual pressure and adjust the minutes accordingly to whatever you need.
Okay.
The valve Tisha talked about, there's venting and sealing. You want to make sure it is.
Okay, so when I push start, it's going to be to the right. Yeah. Okay, good to know. Okay. And remind me, please. Got it. Okay. 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 Me- Okay. I do. I'm hitting saute also. Okay. Huh? I can hear you. Yes, but can we pause for a second? I think we are. Your main camera went out. Yes, and I think they can only hear me. Correct. Yeah. So we need to reconnect the main camera. And while you are doing that, because I can see your camera and nobody else can, I see you have oil. So I need to grab some oil to put in there.
Do you need vegetable oil or olive? Or
Just gonna do this.
I don't know why it keeps doing that.
What did
Here
you
we go.
I did my email, and then that one is our wait. So.
Okay.
Okay, we're back on.
Are we back on? Let's
I
see.
know, we're back on.
I see yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. And I just so you know, I can't see the chat because the camera's a little farther away. So Mary,
No worries.
Yeah.
I got you.
So this is just heating up. It'll take another minute. Going back to the different buttons, like Jarrell said, we only use the manual or pressure cook button. I think the other time I made yogurt in this thing one time, and that was pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, it's really, really easy. And that's like a super low pressure setting. I think it took like 8 to 10 hours, but it made like a big thing of
Whoa.
yogurt. We don't typically like to use our pressure cook, our Instant Pot to make rice because we've got a rice cooker, and I think the rice cooker has been more efficient. However, if you like brown rice, I think this does a better job at making brown rice more moist and a lot better. Not as what you call it.
Hard.
Chewy?
Yeah, I know.
Not as
brown
chewy
rice
and hard. Yeah,
is
exactly.
tricky. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I've had more success making brown rice in here. Did we ever make white rice?
I've done it a couple times. I don't know. I just got a weird.
It takes longer too, I think, than the rice cooker. The rice
Yeah,
cooker.
if you're
And
doing
I feel
2 or 3
like
cups.
a mixture of like the brown and the white. So maybe I'll try that.
Well, that's a good idea. Yeah. I used to try to sneak in brown rice for him, but he's like, "What's the ratio of brown rice to white rice?" Because I'd increase it, but not a fan.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
a huge.
I
Yeah.
can tell. Yeah.
All right, this is almost hot enough. I'm gonna just start putting in. So now we're gonna add in 2 quartered tomatoes and a cup of onion, or 1. I think did I say small onion? I did a little bit less onion, just because my kids.
I have my tomatoes.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Yeah, it smells good already.
Smells so good.
Okay, so we'll
Onions
just.
always smell good.
Yeah, so I actually forgot to buy an onion at the store. Yeah, but, and I share this on all our cooking demos, I keep chopped up frozen onion in my freezer. So if I'm chopping and I only need half an onion, I chop the rest of it and I freeze it. So whenever I need onion, I don't have to chop onion every time. But sometimes I'll have like 2 cups of chopped onion in my freezer because I don't like chopping onion. So if I'm already chopping it, I might as well chop a bunch and then freeze it. So that's one of my handy tips that I like. So it's gonna take a minute, another minute or 2.
Okay.
Is yours sizzling still? Mine kind of just needs to get a little hotter.
Yeah, mine too. It sizzled. It definitely sizzled when I put the tomatoes in.
Put it all in? Yeah.
But it's
Okay.
not sizzling anymore.
So we'll just let that soften up for a minute or 2. And then let's see. Which sinigang mix do you have? We have Knorr. I don't know if I have a preference. I use whatever ones my mom has because my mom will always buy a ton and give it to me.
Nice. I have Mama's. I've actually only used Mamacitas.
Okay, I have used both. Yeah, I don't know if I have a preference. I have to I've never done a side-by-side taste test.
And we've actually never done the old school way of using tamarind
The paste. I've always wanted to.
Yeah. I was because
Maybe.
I'm at my best friend's house and she had just asked she was like, which is a really great question. She was like, in the Philippines, do they use the packets? And I was like, I don't know. I think they use actual tamarind.
Right.
But I also did hear it's difficult to get a gauge on the tamarind because depending upon the season or how ripe it is,
yeah.
it could be super, super sour or not sour enough.
Yeah.
So like the packets are more consistent.
Right.
Have you ever heard of that? What is it? Watermelon sinigang?
Oh, watermelon sinigang.
Our friend posted about it when he went to the Philippines at some I forget what restaurant has it.
Yeah, there's all kinds of. I mean, obviously, we tend to eat more like pork sinigang, which is done really well here because that's one of the strengths of a pressure cooker is getting that meat soft in like such a short amount of time. This one's very different because seafood cooks really fast. In the Instant Pot, and sometimes you don't even need to cook it under pressure, but doing like pork sinigang it's so good, it's so easy.
Wow.
So I'm gonna go ahead and
it takes a long time usually. Yeah.
I'm gonna start prepping. We're gonna need to add 6 cups of water to this in a minute. So I have a big water jug here that I'm doing. So this is starting to sizzle and soften a little bit. I'll just give it another minute.
That's good.
Is yours sizzling again?
It is.
Okay, all right.
I'm like, it's actually working.
This is exciting.
I'm like, it didn't do this in
Not
the
crock
rice
pot
cooker.
style.
We're excited to teach you.
Yay. And you know, I can't wait for the questions when it's cooking, because one of the questions that always come up is, you know, how do you know like the pressure versus not pressure? And I know that's always a really intimidating thing, but you guys, if I can do it, then you can do it. That's all I have to say.
All right, cool. So this is sizzling. I'm going to go ahead and add 6 cups of water.
Okay, I can do that.
And then you can add in the whole package.
Ooh, I hear some sizzling.
Yeah. Go ahead and add that.
Oh.
So we're going to add 6 cups of water, and then we're going to add, it's a 1/4 pound of green beans cut into 2-inch pieces.
Okay.
And the daikon, which is sliced. So the funny thing with this recipe is, since it's shrimp sinigang, it cooks so fast that we actually add the shrimp later. So we're just kind of like letting the tomato and the sinigang mix and the vegetables cook in here. So that's all we're gonna do.
And you already put your green beans and daikon in?
I'm putting it in right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. Hopefully it don't splash all over me.
I might have put a little bit more because I like green beans.
Oh, I know. I know. I thought this was a little bit more too, but Drill always asks, put more vegetables. So happily adding more vegetables. Okay.
We love green beans in our adobo, actually.
Yeah, green beans in the adobo is the best.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so now we are done with that.
I don't know if I'm going to put it.
What's that?
I was like, my Instant Pot is like an inch from the max line. Is that okay?
Oh, wow, yours is really full. Okay, no, you're as long as you're below the max line.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if I should take some of the daikon out.
Maybe.
What size is
You
yours?
can always save it and add it later.
Is yours a 6-quart or you're not using a 3-quart, are you?
I have no idea.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, it's up to you if you want to take a little bit out, as long as you're below that max line. But the closer you get to that max line, when you release the steam, it might spew out a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because one time I went beyond the max line because I didn't know. So that's an important
Oh,
tip.
No, wait, she told me to.
No.
The daikon water?
So when you're cooking in the Instant Pot, there's a max line. You never want to fill it beyond that line, because if you do, when you release the pressure, it will start shooting hot
It looks like a volcano.
spatter. Yeah. So we
It's actually kind of funny.
had lots of kitchen towels on top of it. And
everyone's got to experience that one time.
Oops, sorry.
You start freaking out like, what's going on? What's going on?
So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the cancel button on here, and then pressure cook. And we're gonna pressure cook it for, this is a good one actually. One of the reasons I wanted to do this is we're hitting it pressure, whoops, sorry.
And I just want to double check. You have not added, the only thing you've added so far is the daikon, green beans, tomatoes, and
Onions and the sinigang packet.
Oh, I gotta do that.
So I set it at 0 minutes. I'll walk you through it though.
Okay.
You know what?
I gotta put this in. Remember last time when we made the arroz caldo, and you forgot to put the like chicken in it, the seasoning?
What did I?
It was like the bouillon.
Oh, the bouillon. Yeah, that's right.
That was almost me this time.
That's right. I totally forgot I did that. I like to forget that. Yeah, so I'm just gonna move to the front right here. So yeah, so I set it to 0 minutes. So once you get to that point, we'll make sure you lock it and the steam valve is closed.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so I took a lot of the daikon out. I guess because I thought we were gonna put more veggies in before we pressurize it. So I'm wondering if I put the daikon back, after it pressurizes, you think there's going to be room for the rest of the spinach?
The spinach will shrink down a lot. I think so. Gosh, I wonder if you have a 3-quart or a 6-quart.
This is a 6-quart.
And the
Yeah.
eggplant.
Did you add a lot more than a 1/4 pound green beans and the daikon?
I did, well, 1 daikon, but it
How
was
big?
like this big.
Like this big?
And it was like fat.
Okay, that's about, ours was like this, but it wasn't that fat. We'll
Can
see.
I'm going to try and put it back.
Okay.
Maybe it'll cook down, right?
Go for it.
It's all a work in progress.
To fit. I want everything to fit.
Yeah.
It's very delicious looking already.
Yeah. So in this recipe, just let me know when you're ready to lock and seal.
Okay.
For this recipe, we set the pressure cook to 0 minutes. And everyone,
Putting my lid on.
oh, you can go ahead and lock it.
Lock it and then right.
Hit your valve to sealing.
Oh, okay. Sealing. Okay.
And then hit cancel and then pressure cook or manual, whichever one you have.
There's pressure cook.
Okay.
10
And
minutes.
then set it down to 0 minutes.
Oh, 0 minutes.
Yeah. So this is a question that we get all the time where people say, hey, 0 minutes correct? Is this a typo in your cookbook? So what happens is when you set your Instant Pot to 0 minutes to pressure cook, it can take anywhere from like 10 to 15 minutes to come up to pressure. So while it's coming up to pressure, the food is actually already cooking. So then once the Instant Pot comes up to pressure, it's done cooking. Whereas if the recipe says 5 minutes pressure cooking, what happens, it will come up to pressure, then it'll show 5 minutes, countdown 4, 3, 2, 1. But in this case, once it comes up to pressure, it just zeroes out and it's done. Then we'll release this is a quick release recipe. So that means we're going to release the pressure right away because we don't want the vegetables to overcook. So we'll release the pressure right away and then we'll add the rest of the vegetables.
Okay.
So everybody kind of has different preference, like on how you like your vegetables cooked. So in this case, the green beans and the daikon hold up better. Whereas if you were to put the eggplant in now, it would just get really soggy and mushy. So that's why we add it later. And then the shrimp cooks really, really fast as well. So that gets added. So what we'll do is we'll put it on saute mode later and we'll just kind of let it simmer and it will cook pretty fast.
Wow.
Yeah. And then if you have leftover vegetables, like all the time when we reheat it, we'll add more vegetables because sometimes we've eaten them all and we want more vegetables in it.
Nice.
That happens all the time. He's like, can you put more veggies? Can you put more veggies? Yeah.
It reminds me of one time I asked the question about, everybody has their suka or their vinegar, and we have the onions, chili, salt, and pepper. So I asked the question, do you wait till it's all gone before you make a new batch, or do you just keep adding to it?
Ooh,
So
that's a good question.
me of like the unending sinigang bowl when it gets low, just keep adding water and veggies and another
I would keep adding.
Yeah, you gotta keep the flavor.
Yeah,
Like I'm sure there's some vinegars that are like 2 years old.
Yeah, it's just like this, like the spicy vinegar. He just keeps adding more vinegar to it because those peppers have just been in there.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Totally works.
So we're gonna just, while this is cooking, we're gonna just go over some frequently asked questions as well about the Instant Pot. And feel free, Mary, if you have any questions to jump in with us.
Absolutely.
So I'll just go to my part. So I already explained the thing when it says pressure cook for 0 minutes. One helpful tip, if it's like a pressure cook for 10 minutes, what I do is like, it'll take maybe, depending on how much liquid, like 5 to 15 minutes for it to come up to pressure. So once I see that timer starts like at 10 minutes, what I do sometimes is I'll set a timer on my phone, especially if it's a quick release recipe that has vegetables where you don't want them to overcook and get soggy. So once I see the timer, if it was set for 10 minutes and I caught it at 8 or 7 or 6 minutes, I'll set my timer on my phone for that number of minutes. So once my timer on my phone goes off, because I forget all the time and I'm like, oh, my veggie's overcooked. Then once it goes off, then I'll release the pressure. If it's a natural release recipe where you just kind of let the pressure come down on its own, then it doesn't really matter as much. So it's more important on quick release and recipes with vegetables. The other thing is, if you get a burn notice, I think the most number of times I've gotten burn notices is when I'm making pasta with spaghetti sauce in there. If anytime you're sauteing any meats or any kind of thing in there, if there's like brown bits at the bottom, you need to make sure you scrape all those pieces off the bottom, because that will kind of trigger a burn notice. So once you add your liquid, make sure the bottom is scraped off of any brown bits, and that will hopefully prevent the burn notice.
Good to know.
Yeah. And then we already mentioned about not overfilling the pot, because you'll end up with a big Mount Pinatubo in your kitchen. Yeah, that's what happened. It was messy. And for some people, I've seen people do this where they like to, because of all the steam, they'll put it underneath their stove. Sorry, you can't see my stove, but they'll put it underneath their stove right there. And what happens is later on when they go to cook, they accidentally turn that burner on, and they burnt the bottom of their Instant Pot. Like, another true story, know another person who's done that. So it's happened, and I've seen it in various Instant Pot Facebook groups. So that's another important thing to do. And then I'll let Jarrell take over. Or you want me to?
What am I talking about?
You can
manual pressure. Oh, QR versus NR. You'll see that in a lot of recipes. QR is quick release, meaning when the timer goes down to 0, you will flip the valve and let it release quickly, and then that's like all the noise and sound and all that good stuff. And then quick release, or a natural release, NR, is when once it's done, you just let it sit, and it slowly releases the pressure. Depending on how much food you have in there, it could take like 10 to 15 minutes for it to come out. So
when it has the natural release, the NR, right? You were just describing.
Yep.
So it gets up to pressure. Does it make a sound to let you know that it's there, and then natural releasing?
What do you mean, does it make a sound? Oh, when it gets up to pressure, the little valve will pop up.
Oh, okay.
Right? And then you'll see the timer start counting down.
Oh, okay.
The front of your whatever model you have should show, okay, you set 10 minutes, and you see 10 minutes, and then the countdown or whatever. Then it'll get to 0. Natural release, like if it'll say natural release for 10 minutes, just let it sit for 10 minutes and then you release it. Or if it's quick release, once it's done, then you flip the thing, and that's where all the magic happens. So
yeah. And if it's natural release, what will happen is once the timer counts down to 0, you'll see the icons change, and then it will start counting up. So that means that now you're like on natural release. So counting up, and you can just pay attention to the icons, which I never did in the beginning. I was like, oh, that's what that means. So read your manual and look at the little icons. So if it's counting up, that means it's already done pressure cooking. Now it's just like releasing the pressure naturally.
Sometimes they say that you wouldn't do quick release cooking certain meats because it'll pull the moisture out of the meat. I don't know how true that is, but just based on what we've done in the different recipes in the book, I would just kind of go with that. But you can always quick release if you're in a pinch for that.
Awesome. And actually, really quick, I just wanted to, thank you guys for that are joining in. We do have our chat box as well to the side. So if at any time you guys have a question for me, myself, or for Tisha or Jorel, don't be shy. Please, type your question in the chat box. We're all here to learn and watch and experience together.
Yes, please ask questions. We love it.
Yeah.
And then did we explain how to enter, how to win?
Well, we can do it again.
Okay.
Yeah, so just make sure you guys are paying attention. We're going to give away some gift cards at the end for those of you that make it through and are hungry, I'm sure, at the end. And then also, Island Pacific is so nice enough to give us an Instant Pot to also give away to somebody that's watching as well.
Cool. Thanks.
And also, I saw some comments earlier. I need to check the comments. But they like our T-shirts.
Oh, so this is
time
made by our
the
friend, one of our friends up in Seattle. She gave it to us as a nice Christmas gift. So yeah, this is my first time wearing. I love it. So cute.
Awesome.
Where'd you get that from? Etsy? I don't know where you got that from.
Somewhere on.
Yeah.
I mean, with all the heavy hitters, right?
Oh, we both have sinigang on ours. Nice.
I think
That's
everything
Filipino
here
food on a t-shirt.
you can cook almost everything in here except for lumpia
Yeah.
in the Instant Pot.
Oh,
So.
true.
But if you have the air fryer lid, then some people do lumpia on the
And
air.
you can do that.
But
yeah.
I've heard mixed things about lumpia on the air fryer.
We're still old school.
Yeah.
We'll have a turbo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we have a question.
Yeah.
Would the steps be the same if we use fish or other meats? Thank
Oh,
you.
they would be different. So we do, if you have our cookbook, for pork sinigang, I think it's something like 15 to 20 minutes of pressure cooking. I can't remember. So that one will cook significantly longer, but the great thing is it's a lot quicker in the Instant Pot than cooking it over the stove.
Yeah.
Pork sinigang is really, really delicious. We also have, we have salmon, or we have a crab sinigang recipe. I forgot about that one in the book. So those, that one,
Art did that one.
yeah. And we have salmon as well. Oh, here, I'll show you a picture. This one looks yummy.
We can show it here.
See it?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, that looks good.
Yeah. I know. I was like, I need to make that one next because I love salmon.
Oh, we got a shout out to our who did that one?
That was Art.
Art. Yeah, shout out to our other co-authors of the book.
I think I saw Jeannie's on there somewhere. Jeannie
Jeannie,
joined. Hi, Jeannie.
Art.
Hi, Art. Jamar and June.
Jamar and June. Yeah.
And
I got my sweatshirt from Pinoy Rising. You can find them on Instagram, PinoyRising.com also.
I like your sweatshirt. That's cute.
Thank you. Yeah, last time we did this, it was what?
October.
November.
Yeah. October for
And the
Filipino
Lakers
American.
had just won. And you guys were rocking your Lakers shirts.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. Oh yeah, the I bleed Ube and gold.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So I think, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of steam coming out of my float valve now right here. The valve on mine has not popped up yet. How's yours doing? Is yours steaming yet or not yet?
Not yet.
Yeah.
But I think it was a little bit later.
Yeah, you're like 3 or 4 minutes behind, but it's going to pop up. It's kind of like floating. Oh, popped
Ooh,
up. So once this beeps, we're going to release the pressure and make sure we have something safe to do that with.
And that, so you're saying like a towel then? Or
Well,
should, like,
actually,
wrap-
they say not to cover with a towel, but when we had that Mount Pinatubo situation, we put towels on it because we didn't know. But I mean, it was spraying everywhere. It was a mess.
It was so awesome.
So we kind of needed the towels.
It's got to happen. Yeah, it's got to happen.
So
Yeah.
once that beeps, does it still say 0? I can't see it. It just says on. Yeah.
Filipino version of Selena plus Chef. Nice. Would there be a tatlong video? Sure, why not?
Tell us what
Yeah,
you want us to cook.
Yeah.
Exactly. What are your suggestions? What would you like to see us do? Like, I'm
Oh,
only
last time we did Atascaldo, right? Yeah.
It's hard because some of these do take a little bit longer to cook. This was kind of an easy one because like it's 0 cook time, although you have to wait for it to come to pressure, right? That's also sometimes not mentioned in a lot of recipes. Like they'll say, oh, you can cook this in 20 minutes or whatever. But I know I've always plugged my sinigang dry ribs.
Oh, that's not in the cookbook. That's not in the cookbook. Maybe that'll be like a special one. That's
Just ribs in general are my favorite here because you can put a rack of short ribs in here and do it for like 20 minutes and then it's fall off the bone, slather whatever your barbecue sauce is and throw it on the grill, throw it in the oven on the broiler. But you
use the sinigang mix.
right, that who told me about that?
I don't remember.
This is my cousin.
So you use sinigang mix as a dry rub.
Ooh,
Yeah, and-
so salty and sour.
salty and sour.
Our daughter loves it.
So you sprinkle that on, throw it in here for like 20 minutes, and then sprinkle some more on if you want, and throw it on the grill. And it's a party pleaser. For sure.
Yeah, we made it for Father's Day for my dad and my brother, and they were like, "This is so good."
Yeah. we like it sour.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if this one packet's
The first time we made it, though, I was like, I don't know, I'm gonna miss all the vegetables and the soup, but now I'm like, I love the ribs.
No.
So
It's our own version.
Sounds good.
Filipino version of barbecue, but it's good. Ribs in here do really well. When people cook like nilaga and bulalo,
so good
because you can get it, more tender
really tender.
In a fraction of the time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because I've definitely done like a big pot of like beef sinigang, and I mean it takes hours
Yeah.
to get it
Okay.
soft.
That's what's so nice about it is this cuts down the time, and you don't have to stand over the stove like checking, is it ready? Is it ready? You just like close it and you walk away. So, but for some people, like I said, some people like to throw in their vegetables after the meat's cooked, or some people throw it. But if you're cooking vegetables for a long time under pressure, then I try to cut them bigger so that way they don't turn to mush later. So it's kind of a trial. It's a trial and error thing. And like with the cookbook, we kind of always say like, this is like your starting point. Like if you're a beginner cook and you don't know how to make these dishes, like use this as your starting point. If you're like an expert cook, but want to adapt it to the Instant Pot, then throw in your own version of it and just use it as a rough guide.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's what a lot of people do, like that know how to cook. Like they just kind of like, oh, I did this instead, did that instead, because that's that's how they grew up with these dishes. So
that's one of the.
Oh, I'm starting to hear mine.
Yeah. Okay. So ours beeped.
Ours just beeped.
So what does it say now on the front? I always forget what it says.
It says 0000.
Okay, so now it's done. If I were to leave this on, probably while it's still releasing pressure, you'll see the number counting up. So we're going to go ahead and release this, and never put your face over it. Also when I like unlock it, I always keep my face away from it as well, just in case. So here we go. It's going to spill out some water because it's a bit full.
Whoa, look at the steam.
Yeah. So you want to like stay away from that.
It seems very hazardous.
It's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute or two.
Yeah, I'm starting to smell mine.
Yeah. Did the valve pop up?
I don't know. Is the valve the metal part?
Yeah, the little silver metal part. This thing
it did
right
pop
there.
up.
It's up?
It did pop up, but it's
Okay.
not really steaming anymore. Is that okay?
It's not steaming?
No.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Oh, okay. I was like, it stopped.
Yeah, it'll steam a little bit before it comes up to pressure, and then it'll stop.
Okay. I'm just a little slower, so.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm gonna check out the comments.
Kind of noise on our end. There's a question here I wanted to answer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's perfect. We're doing our seafood because it's Lent.
Yep.
So yes.
So someone asked if we can do adobong pusit in the Instant Pot, and I would say yes.
I've seen it. I've seen people post it on our Facebook group, I think, before. I've never made it.
I would say yes.
I think
you just have to figure out how long it takes to cook the pusit, which is should be pretty short.
Yeah, because it probably cooks fast, like the shrimp. Yeah.
All right. Almost done. Oh yeah, and another tip, Mary, is don't put this underneath your kitchen cabinets.
I made sure to not
all
do
the
that.
steam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because the steam will ruin the paint on your kitchen cabinets.
We've seen it on some of the Facebook groups where they have it under the cabinet, and they keep releasing it, and eventually they start seeing the damage from the steam.
Yeah. All right.
Is that us?
I think I hear some feedback. Is there some feedback? Are we okay now? Okay.
Almost done. What does it say on the front?
It says it's been released.
I was like, mine says on.
Okay, so if you see the front of my Instant Pot, it says 3 minutes. So it means it's been releasing pressure now for 3 minutes.
Oh.
So it's counting up now. Yeah. So this little valve, watch. If I push it, it'll probably, oh, not yet. Hasn't gone down yet. So the valve is still up. So when the valve is still up, do not attempt to open the pressure cooker.
Okay. So mine it's beeping and it has L.
Okay, so now it's done cooking. So now you're going to release your pressure. Now it's going to be noisy on your side.
Do I need to push anything here?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to use a spoon like you.
Yeah. And keep your face away from it. So now my silver valve just popped down. So it means I can open up my Instant Pot. So we are going to open this up now. Are you all right? Careful.
It startled me.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, it did. I need to turn it. I'm just going to do it.
All right. So,
Oh yeah, here's a secret that a lot of people don't know about.
oh, there's a lid holder on the side.
It's a lid holder.
Okay.
All right. So now can you hit, so now we're going to hit cancel on the front of mine. And we're going to hit saute.
Oh, wow, yun. I got so excited.
Good.
So now I hit mine. Since it's done, I hit cancel on the front and I hit saute. You'll do that once you're done with your pressure. And now I'm going to add my eggplant. Oh, should I wait a minute till it heats up more? That doesn't matter. It's really hot.
Just toss it in.
Yeah. So now I'm going to add in all my eggplant.
Okay.
Yeah. In this time around, I'm not going to add my peppers in because my daughter likes to eat this and it might be too spicy with her. But these are the peppers I have, so maybe I'll add them later.
Oh yeah, I actually I chose Thai chilies today.
Oh, yum!
And I'm not used to. I don't really know the heat level, so.
Oh, go light first.
Oh, how many did we do? 4. I did 4. Is that okay?
Do you really like really spicy?
I mean, not really spicy.
I would go 1 to 2 first.
Oh,
You can always,
okay, we'll
you
do
can
half
always
of it.
add more if you want it
True.
spicier. Yeah,
True. Okay. Good to know. I'm glad I asked that.
I think. Yeah.
Doug said, I was today years old when Jarrell told me about the lid holder.
Oh, nice. Hi, Doug.
And Angela too.
Yay. Yeah. A lot of people don't realize about this lid holder action on the side.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we still have an echo when Tisha talks. Oh no, better now. Sorry. Wait, and I missed it because I was like really involved with the steam.
Uh-huh.
What is this for?
Oh, maybe this one needs to be muted.
Like
Overhead
I
needs
don't
to be
know where
muted.
this goes.
She tried. Oh, so we don't, it goes over here, but we don't have it because my mom gave us her Instant Pot and she doesn't know where it is.
Okay,
So
cool.
it's supposed to go like under here and supposed to catch steam.
Well, it's like the same one you have on your rice cooker, where all the water.
Got it. I
condensation
thought
goes.
it was like a.
And people don't
Oh,
clean
right.
it, and it gets
I
nasty.
thought it was a holder.
No.
Like,
Yeah, it goes somewhere on the outside. I think ours would go right here, but we don't have it because my mom lost it.
Okay, I don't feel bad there because I was like, I don't know what this does.
Okay. How many minutes is it on for saute?
It's a 10.
10? Okay, that's good. So now
Somebody else. Thank you. Somebody else said the Thai chilies are hot. Be careful.
they said that too. Okay, yeah, Thai chilies are pretty spicy. Did you get like a whole bag of Thai chilies when you got, or did you just have a few?
So, I ordered online. I ordered through the app,
Uh-huh.
and you can't do like half a pound or I'm used to going grocery shopping by myself.
Yeah.
So I just grab 1 tomato,
Yeah.
1 onion. So it asks for like pounds, and I have no idea the concept. So I got a
Let's see.
pound of Thai chilies.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, they come pre-packaged because every time I bought them, that's
I
why
have 2
I
of
asked
these.
you. 2 of them? Nice. So
Yeah,
every time I
I
buy them,
want some, please.
and you only need like 2 or 3 for whatever you're cooking.
Yes.
So this is what you do, Mary. Wash them and freeze them and put them in a freezer bag. So whenever you need them, you just chop it up or throw it in whatever you're cooking, and they'll last for months. Because they kept molding in my refrigerator. I kept throwing them away, so finally I froze them.
Dang, that's a good idea. I need to keep remembering to do that because you said you do that with the
Onions,
and
garlic,
garlic.
And
Yes.
I do it with carrots, bell pepper if I don't use my whole bell pepper. Yeah. And it just saves a lot of time when I'm cooking, so I don't have to chop the vegetables all the time. So this,
Okay, I think I'm caught up.
okay,
so
so,
my steam stopped.
so
What do
hit
we do?
cancel and then
Cancel,
hit saute.
and then saute.
Yeah, I put it to 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
And then you're going to add in your eggplant and your Thai chilies.
Now,
And I can open it now.
Yes, yeah, but don't keep your face away from it.
Is-
The valve went down, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're good.
I'm like, now I know what the valve is.
Yes, it's
All
so
right.
special. Secret valve.
All right, yeah.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go. All right, now you can put this on the holder.
Oh yeah, I saw there was a comment. Thank you for the tip on the whole. Oh.
Yeah.
You're in there.
All
You're
right.
in there.
I am
All
a
right.
professional now.
Okay, so yeah, so add your eggplant and your Thai chilies.
Why wouldn't we put the eggplant in to pressure cook?
Because I find that the eggplant will get too soggy and mushy, and I like a little bit more texture. The green beans and the daikon, they hold up better, so that's why we put those in. But you can try it. It just, yeah, I just don't like it to get mushy.
Oh yeah. Oh, I have another question.
Yes.
So with the Thai chilies, you know, they're like green, orange, red, yellow. Does it matter the color for the spiciness level?
You know what? I haven't been able to figure that out. Like when I was like researching the different chilies, like I was so confused by which ones were which. So yeah, so I don't know, to be honest.
Good to
I
know.
know that when you cut them and the seeds are out, it's spicier. So yeah, so just go easy first.
Did you leave your
Because
seeds
when
in?
I throw these chilies in, I just throw them in whole, and it still gets spicy.
Okay.
So yeah, go easy. You have to let us know. You have to post and let us know how that turns out.
Okay.
Your spice
So
level.
we chopped up 4. I think I'm doing 2.
Yeah, do like that. So this is kind of, mine is simmering. I'm gonna go ahead and. Did you get big shrimp like these?
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie here. Like, if we're being real with each other, I am lazy and I don't like peeling shrimp. So
Neither. You know what? Neither do I. Neither do I. I'll be honest. I prefer it peeled and deveined.
yes, and I didn't have time
These
to
are not
devein
peeled or
them.
deveined.
Yeah, these are the real thing.
It's my fingers.
I love it. Yeah, I don't like peeling it
When I
myself.
was a kid, I would just sit there. Then my mom would peel
Oh
everything
yeah, my
and
mom
put them
too.
on my plate.
Yeah.
So
Did you put your? Okay, so you only put the chilies and eggplant in, right?
Yes. Somebody says, when do you add okra? If your
Okra.
husband, I would probably. You know what? To be
Okra-
honest,
okra
I don't
cook-
cook a
it-
lot of okra,
it-
but
it
I would
cooks
add it
fast,
late.
though.
I would
Yeah.
add it like when you add the eggplant.
Right.
I think that's what I would do. My mom makes it with okra, and your mom does too.
Yeah.
I love it. I just don't do it. I always forget. Because my daughter loves
you don't
eggplant and green beans, and she loves the shrimp. So I'm going to go ahead and add the shrimp to mine now. Can you add a couple extra minutes?
So you have not done the spinach yet, though,
Spinach
right?
goes last because that will cook like really fast. So let's just be careful not to splash. I have a pretty full Instant Pot. I think I bought.
But we're not sealing it again, right?
No,
So
we're not. Now we're just
okay,
cooking it like
over.
this. Oh yeah, I could cover it.
Okay.
Okay.
There are some dishes that we do where you'll first cook it like under pressure, release, and then you'll throw in like potatoes. So like a machado or whatever, we'll have all the beef, and you want to cook that first, and then release, do all that, and then you throw in your potatoes and carrots and do like a minute or two, or
even 0 minutes. But
Even
I've done
0
that
minutes.
sometimes with vegetables as well.
Yeah.
So so there are folks who still do that. It should come to pressure more quickly because everything inside is already hot.
Yep.
So you're not waiting like that 10 minutes for it to,
Oh, that's
I'm gonna
true.
use my handy. I'm gonna use my handy lid just to keep it a little bit hot. So yeah, the spinach will.
Take a picture with my phone, really.
All right.
For Instagram later.
All right. Can't wait. Your first Filipino dish in your Instant Pot.
For real. And I usually, like, I grew up for some reason. I didn't really eat a lot of seafood. But this past year, I've been kind of almost craving it.
Oh.
So this actually might be the first dish that I've ever made, like myself, without my best friend doing it for me. And she's a vegetarian, so she's like
shout out to Beth.
so used to doing fish, shrimp, crab. Like, she's so good at it.
Yeah.
And so this is, I think, my very first dish that I've made.
Oh. Yay. All right. So you'll see that the shrimp is already turning orange. It'll be done in a minute. My Instant Pot's probably a little overloaded. It's okay.
Oh my God, I'm so excited, you guys.
What?
Does it look
I
good?
just realized The shrimp is not only peeled, but it's deveined.
Lucky, man. I love it. I love
Yes.
it. I figured I had to get the one with the head on for this demo. It looks real.
It's
like
good.
this.
That's you suck you suck the head like
That's what everybody says. That's where all the flavor
that's all the
is.
flavor is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It adds more flavor to the broth,
Yeah.
to the soup. So yeah, you'll see my Instant Pot's pretty full. I'm gonna attempt to add the spinach in. I probably won't add all of it in right now just because it's overflowed. If you hear your Instant Pot beep again, it means that the saute mode has turned off, so you'll have to just turn it back on. But it should be cooked.
The
within
spinach cooks pretty much as soon as you put it in there.
Yeah.
And you're doing, I mean, you said 3 pounds in the recipe.
3 cups.
Hey, but we are not going to hate on 3 pounds of spinach. It's all good, Papa.
3 pounds, 3 cups.
I'm crying. No, we got it, and even my friend Garland, she was like, "This is a lot of spinach."
A lot of spinach.
It's gonna reduce. It's gonna reduce
It
down.
does.
It does reduce a lot.
It's a lot.
It does.
You're like, Tisha likes a
I
lot
know.
of spinach.
Popeye would be proud.
I'm trying to be healthy.
Yeah. Well, you could always add that later when you reheat it too, because it cooks so fast. So
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think it's gonna fit.
Yeah,
you're gonna have
Just the 3 cups. I
pretty
really
much.
got 3
ours is
pounds.
pretty much done. Let's see.
There it is.
Let's
Nice.
go all through.
Just throw it all in there.
Yeah.
I need a drink. That made me laugh.
Here, let's dish it out. Are there any other questions in the
Pork
chat?
shrimp. You can use this.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, let's
Dishes.
do the.
So I'm gonna start dishing mine out somehow. Let's see.
Oh, see,
Yeah, our
Michelle-
pot is really full. I could probably add more soup.
And you know what? Usually too, I usually put 2 packets of.
Oh,
Soup.
extra sour. Yeah.
No,
But
yeah.
also too, I guess, because I usually do like the meat, so it probably takes a lot of the flavor.
Yeah.
The vegetables, it probably doesn't soak it in as much.
Yeah.
You know, 2 packets of sinigang mix,
I know.
3 pounds of
How about
spinach.
some sinigang with your spinach? Someone said.
There we go.
I can add some more.
We gotta do a dessert next time, Mary.
Yes. Oh my god.
Flan one. We did leche flan
did?
once.
With
Yeah.
who?
We did it when we did chicken adobo. We did 2 things. one
Was
time.
that with PA? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. That's
yeah.
right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's what I was gonna
the,
mention.
le-
earlier.
leche
It's like,
flan, the leche flan is a good one.
there's a lot of desserts that you can make in the Instant Pot. Yeah, lately in our Instant Pot Facebook group, a lot of people were posting my cassava recipe, which was really exciting.
Huh?
Like all these people, all of a sudden, like one person posted, and then all these people were like cooking it because I think they all saw it, and it looked good. Yeah, you can hit cancel. So ours is done, pretty much done, and you can see what it's like right there. Mm.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of posts. Well, recently, it's funny. It's like when you think of something, you see it everywhere. Like you're like, oh, white Jeeps, and then I see it everywhere. So recently, I went on a road trip and I was craving cassava cake, and like now I see cassava all over my Instagram. I'm like, cassava. And like one of the recipes I saw is in the Instant Pot. Somebody made cassava cake, so I am like super excited to try.
I have the recipe in our cookbook for cassava cake.
Yes, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And it's a special one to me because that's a recipe my mom makes all the time. Like when my friends would come over, they'd always ask my mom to make it. So she'd like, oh, they're coming over. So my mom would get all the ingredients and make it for them. So that's a good one that
Awesome.
came straight from my mom.
Yeah. Oh, and also too, I forgot to mention. So for those of you that are watching and even that are staying to the end, to be entered into the drawing for the gift cards, we're doing a $10, $20, and $50 gift card to Island Pacific. And then also we're doing the Instant Pot giveaway. To enter in the comments section, we do want you to put hashtag Island Pacific. So that way we can go in and see who's here. So that's how you enter. So don't forget, go in the comments. And I think there's some that it's like general, it says Facebook user. When you log in, you have to allow the BeLive access to your account so that we can see who you are. So if you can do that, that'll be great. Or if you don't, if you win and you're just Facebook user, then we can find you and have you send us an email. But don't forget in the comments, #Island Pacific to enter our giveaway. Yes.
Nice. Somebody suggested that you make spinach smoothies for later.
No, I really put, there's still like this much left. And I'm like,
There you go. Add some bananas and strawberries and yogurt. I make them for my kids. That's how my son takes his vegetables in liquid
oh,
form.
nice. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah. Side of sinigang with your spinach.
one. There you go.
That's so funny.
Yay, now dinner's cooked. I don't have to cook dinner anymore. It's done.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say. So this is a very big pot of sinigang. I would say this feeds like a family of 6, right? What do you
Yeah,
think?
4 to 6 depends on how much everybody eats.
And like 2 days, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. And then somebody's about to eat his lunch, I think.
I'm about to eat my lunch right here.
Here, move it up there so people can see it. Yeah. Charles got his rice ready.
I'm gonna bring my best friend on. She's gonna taste the.
All right. Just careful. It can be really hot, so don't burn your.
Wait, I want to taste it.
Hello.
Oh, and then you can also you can also season with patis, but I like my patis on the side, so we like to just add it to every bite.
Yeah, I just started doing seafood, so patis is like maybe next year.
You don't use patis?
Dude, I put patis on.
Wow.
No, I know. I'm so
Even does anyone put patis in the adobo on their adobo? Like, put that in the chat. I'm curious if it's only him, but he puts patis, and I'm like, it's salty already. You don't need patis on
I just grew
adobo.
up on it.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
Ado,
I want to know if that's a Jarrell thing or if people do that.
nilaga.
Yeah, I do that on other stuff, but not adobo. It's salty already. So now they're gonna watch you eat your lunch.
Well, I'm just gonna plate it.
Or he's plating it.
I could see the steam coming out of your Instant Pot, Mary.
Couple eggplant.
What's your favorite dish to eat, Mary?
Man, I mean, I'm gonna go like old school. I'm a very basic kind of girl. I like what reminds me of my childhood and growing up. So, I mean, to be honest, something simple like just rice, egg, and a protein like that's my jam.
Yeah.
You know, with little mango, tomato, onion salad on
Oh,
it.
yum. Yeah. I think we're gonna have to have long silog tomorrow for breakfast.
No patis in adobo. None in adobo. Patis on sinigang and nilaga.
Yeah, it's a Jarrell thing.
No, my parents never stopped me, so.
Does your dad do it?
I don't know actually.
See, you made it up.
I mean, I just put a little bit, especially like patis mansi.
Well, these clean, right?
Yeah. Anything with calamansi.
That all looks so good.
Hey, Jason.
Do you guys have a bowl for me?
Down with my hands. Look at
Here,
that.
I'm about to prep you one.
Okay.
Diego.
Too bad you're not closer, Jason. I would leave you some at the doorstep.
Well, I think it's. Are we ready to do a giveaways? To do our giveaways?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So we are giving away
Scooper,
4
soup
prizes:
scooper.
a $10, $20, $50 gift card to Island Pacific,
Oh, no,
Woohoo.
as well as an Instant Pot. I'm not sure how I could share my screen. I think I see it. Oh, it says share. I can't share it because I'm on Safari right now. So I do have everybody's name on a wheel. So the first prize that we're going to give away is a $10 gift card. I'm spinning the wheel right now.
All right. Dun, 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 dun.
Neil Estrada, winner of the $10 gift.
Neil.
Oh,
Cool. Congrats, Neil.
So, Neil, please message me with your address and we'll make sure that we get that to you. So next is a $20 gift card. Let's see.
All right. Spinning.
Spinning.
oh, it smells so good.
Gerarda Jimenez, you you are the winner of a $20 gift card.
Woo,
Okay.
congrats.
Congrats, Gerarda.
So we
Oh,
have
yeah, there she
two
is.
more. So this is for the $50 gift card to Island Pacific.
Ooh.
$50.
I have Eden Guanalo.
Congrats, Eden.
And now we have the grand prize of the Instant Pot.
All right.
Who's going to get it? I have Arjun Angeles.
Who?
Arjun?
Oh, Arjun?
Yeah, Angeles. So,
Congrats.
Yay!
Yay! I see everybody there commenting yay. So make sure to message me, find me on Facebook, Jason Listina, and we will get you your prizes. I just need your addresses. So congratulations to everybody. We'll also send a message to you as well, so that way we make sure that you do get all these fun prizes. Thank you to Island Pacific for being a sponsor of today. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Gerald. Thank you, Tisha.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you to
And
SoCal
you-
Filipinos, Mary, and Island Pacific.
Shout
Yeah.
out SoCal Filipinos and Island Pacific.
Yeah.
And our Facebook group too, where, gosh, we're almost at 90,000 folks for our Facebook group, which is pretty fun.
Yeah. So yeah, feel free to post whatever you're cooking and your recipes on there as well. And if you're looking for any recipe that might not be in our cookbook, or if you don't have our cookbook, yay, you can go there and actually search for recipes. So it's a great resource, and you can see all the delicious things people are making, because there's some dishes I've never even heard of. So it's pretty fun to just kind of see what people are making and different regional foods too.
Yeah, and for those of you guys that actually make something and use the recipe, even if you make it your own, if you're inspired today, I would love to see it. So if you post it on Instagram, Facebook, please tag me, please tag me on the SoCal Filipinos group and the Filipino Instant Pot. But tag us so we can see it, because I would love to repost, because I love promoting everyone, and I love just bringing everybody together and collaborating
Yes,
with everyone.
thank you. We appreciate it. And thank you especially to Giselle as well for putting this together behind the scenes and all her hard work. We love you, Giselle.
Yeah, she's all behind the scenes. She's here though. She's here.
Yeah, G's here. She's here. Well, awesome. So thank you again. And then we're gonna go watch a video to close out the demo. So thank you everybody for joining us. Stay tuned for our next workshop. Thank you, everybody.
Highways on your soul. May maraming problema and working so hard all the time. Buhay America. But don't ever believe you're alone. There's a family at home waiting to share those moments that we call the good old days. To remember.
Hungry for the good times, food and family. Island Pacific unites communities. Huwag matakot magbigay. Giving is for free. We are the same kapwa. I see you and me.
Oh, Island Pacific is here for you. In the spirit of Bayanihan. Ooh. Far apart but together as one. Malakas ang loob. So don't you worry, kaya ng Pilipino ito. Though divided, united, malusog at excited.
Tara na sa Island Pacific, a place for you and me, a place for family. Hungry for the good times, food and family. Island Pacific unites communities. Huwag matakot magbigay.
in the spirit of Bayanihan. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
When I'm losing my grip, and all of these seconds are feeling like minutes, no chance that I slip. Cause all of my copper with me and they in it. So put a fist up. Isang bagsak, you know that's the spirit. We never give up. Lakas ka loob, come on and let's get it. The spirit of Bayanihan, pamilya at kaibigan. Pagdating sa pamayanan, walang ibang usapan. Sumikap lang at tandaan sa sambayanan. Kaya mo yan, lahat sa puso panindigan. Intindihan, abante lang. Proud of where we from, with that native tongue. Through my lungs, 3 stars in the sun. And we run it to the beat of the drum. This is for Pinoy, island women rise. In my eyes, we were born to rise. Cause we carry and we hold the sky. Rule of thumb, get it done. If we're one, then we won. One by one, overcome. This is home, everyone. So we sung, friends in the family. I only eat if my people is with me. Kapwa Filipino, we can make it here. We can make it anywhere if we got community.
Hungry for the good time, food and family.
Island Pacific unites the unity. Wag matakot magka. Giving is for free. We are the same kapwa. I see you and me.
Oh, Island Pacific is here for you. In the spirit of Bayanihan.